I'm in my kitchen actually, and I'm going to prepare the pork steaks tonight. So I am going to tenderize and season my steak. Actually, I'm going to be actually doing that. Sorry that my face is a little red. I'm a little hot. It's hot in here actually. So I've got three perfectly good looking steaks here for me to season. I picked out my seasonings as well, so here they are. I have me some onion powder, some garlic powder, my most favorite salt is red wine salt, Cajun seasoning, Italian seasonings, smoky dry rub, and a parsley flakes. So these are my gorgeous looking steaks that I will be doing for tonight. Oh, I missed an ingredient, and I'm going to actually do this maple bacon seasoning too. Trying to make it a little bit of bacon type of taste to these steaks. Ignore the burn mark right here. I accidentally burnt it. I accidentally burnt my cookie sheet with sweet potatoes on this, actually. So it's kind of hard for me to get that stain out, actually. So this is my meat tenderizer. Really, really pointy. Really sharp. So I'm just going to meat tenderize it. You actually just press down and just go at it like crazy. Like so. This is to tenderizing the meat. I will be doing this on both sides, actually. Oh, it got stuck. Sorry. So right now, I'm tenderizing the meat, as we know. Oops. It's kind of wobbly on this side, so here you go. Sorry. And I think it's really good for you to meat tenderize really well inside your fat area. That way it could actually cook throughout that even too, with it being less fatty. Gives you a less fattier type of way to it. So here's our tender sides on this one side. My neighbors are going to probably kill me from hammering, probably. They're kind of an older couple, actually, next door, but I'm trying to actually, like, tenderize and season, and these meats have got to sit over for 48 hours in the fridge. That way you get nice and tender, but you get to have the flavor even in it very easily. Flip it over, and flip it over. Okay, so now I'm going to tenderize the other side now with the meat tenderizer now. Just gonna tenderize that part. kind of a lot of hard work, but it's very good in the long run. You'll appreciate what you have in your flavor once you actually tenderize the meat as very best as possible that you can. I think my British Brit accent is coming out, actually. And I'm actually from Missouri, actually, so it's pretty weird. Like, I got different accents that come out lately. Okay, so that's these two done. Now we're moving to this side. Gonna tenderize this side really well. On this other side, you can see the tiny little holes that I've been poking through constantly with them. So that's actually a really good sign that you're doing something right. Okay, so up next, we're going to go to our seasonings. Yay! Finally, I didn't get one of them open, so I have to put the phone down for a minute, probably. I don't know. I'm trying to unscrew it with just one hand, actually. I am so sorry that this is unprofessional. I really am trying to actually do this with a phone for my first time. And it's actually pretty hard, actually. I don't even know how people can actually videotape, actually, with a phone while trying to do a cooking segment. But this is my first time at this. So, here we are. I have the very first seasoning is my smoky dry rub. Gonna be sprinkling that on there. And we are going to massage every single each rub and every single each seasoning on both sides of the meat. So up next is garlic powder. I'm only going to do a slight little sprinkle to it, only because some people don't really like garlic in their foods that much. Plus, garlic is very, very strong component. Here is your Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning is next. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gianni. I'm sorry, I did not see you in the chat. I'm sorry. And here is some Cajun seasoning. Now this is actually my most favorite one, actually, that I love to put on any of my meat. So I am gladly putting it on my meat. Oh, boom phrasing. Boom phrasing. That sounded so naughty. Putting it on my meat. Okay, so Cajun seasoning, I'm gonna sprinkle that on next. I had to do a little naughty humor there. So naughty. Okay, so Cajun seasoning just got put on. I have some parsley right here. Gonna sprinkle a little bit of parsley. It gives it that very, very good looking decor type of look to it if you want to make your dishes a little fancier looking. Just do a little bit of parsley to it. You guys will see these after when they're cooked, actually. And in a few days, I'm actually doing this, actually, until they're completely done, actually. So here is onion. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of onion. Teensy bit of onion on there. Not too much. Like I said, that's a strong component as well, like garlic, even to top it off. Then we have the maple bacon. We are going to put a little bit of that in there, just a little itsy bitsy tiny bit. Only because I don't want it to be a little too salty. I have too many seasonings already. I'm probably not going to use the red wine salt, but I do got cooking wine here, so I may cook the wine in with my steak. When the steak is done, with all this, you know, all this goodness, actually. So, now we're going to push in the ingredients with this. We're going to push it in. This actually pushes it in while tenderizing it at the same time too, if you prefer to doing it that way. Also, you could massage it in as well. So I think I'm going to do the exact both of them. I'm going to actually push it in. But I'm actually going to massage the meat too. That way, all of it could actually get very flavorful. Putting that down. Massage it in. There we go. Massage our meat in. Massage the meat in. Again, adult humor is coming out of me. Sorry, guys. I'm not that, I'm really not that mature, obviously. But, I take my jokes really, really well. Okay, so we're going to massage it. This is our beauties here. So far, so good. And now we're going to flip it over. Do the exact same as we did on this side. Now we're going to actually season the meat. Again, same seasonings. I got washed. So sorry. Luckily, I could do this with one hand. I can actually wash my hand. Actually, with just one hand. Obviously, I definitely can. Actually, most talented on that. So, here we go. Maple bacon. You don't have to do it in the same order. So, just gonna do a little sprinkle of the maple bacon on here, like I did earlier. Just a teensy bit, not too much. Then we're gonna do the rub all over again. Smoky, dry rub. Smoky, dry rub. Just put that on. Now we're putting on the Cajun seasoning. Not even my dog is smelling it. Look at her. She's smelling it over here. She's even smelling my seasonings over here. So this is my very first cooking little segment. I'm trying to do some different stuff for this channel. I'm going back and forth. Here's a little bit of Italian seasoning. But like I said though, I mean, I like doing random stuff to my channel. So, like, comment, or subscribe. You know, I may do, like, I do hiccup and burping videos over on this channel. But I do AI music on this channel. I do, now cooking segments, too, on this video as well. Here is the garlic powder next. Just a little itty bitty bit. Don't overdo it. Because the garlic is way high potent on its smell and taste. You gotta watch out too for your onion powder as well. So just a light sprinkle of it. You don't want to overdo it with that either. Or else you will get a nasty, stinky breath, actually, from the garlic and the onion. Now, here's our decorative seasoning, is parsley, to make that very gorgeous look on your steak. If you want to make it very good looking and professional, you could add as much as you want to it, because it's very light on its flavor. But it makes it look so beautiful looking. Here I go again with the meat tenderizer, pushing in the ingredients inside the meat as well as the outside. So now I'm pushing it in. That way all of the ingredients can actually work together properly inside the meat as well as the outside. You gotta have flavor on the inside or else it's not gonna matter. It won't matter. That's how you gotta love your food. You gotta love your food that way. You gotta have flavor on the inside of your meat, but on the outside of your meat too. So now I'm pushing it in with the meat tenderizer. This meat tenderizer is going to have to go into the fridge. It's a definitely cleaning mode for sure after I get done with it. So, all nice holes going through the meats. All tenderizing, all nice looking, all beautiful looking. And now, the final touch. We will definitely... I don't know why I'm saying we for. I'm actually doing all the work. Ain't I? I'm the one that's doing all the work. So now, the final part, I gotta massage it with my hand again. So we're gonna massage it. Gonna massage it into the meat now. This would be a good asthma too. I didn't think about it. But the meat is actually making kind of a squishy sound to it. Would have made a really good ASMR video, actually. It would have. So, further ado, here's our steaks. I will need probably 2 hands with the bag over there. Because with the bag, I am gladly putting this meat into the bag with a little teensy bit of vegetable oil. Now what the vegetable oil is going to do is that it's not going to toughen up the meat. You want your meat to be nice and loose and very relaxed. You know, like how you gotta get a back massage with oils and some stuff like that, you know. You gotta get some nice oils for your back too. So the meat itself will soak in oil with all this delicious herbs and spices in it. So now I'm going to actually do all of these inside this Ziploc bag, and I'm going to put the vegetable oil inside here, and I'm going to let all of these sit in this bag for 48 hours, known as 2 days. We're going to do it for 2 days, and then we're going to cook these. So after cooking these, after they got done, you know, soaking in the oils and everything, we are going to cook these. Okay, so now, further ado, I don't know if this is going to work. Here we go. I'm going to use my penne bottle, my box right here. I'm going to use the penne box to actually lift up my phone a little bit. Okay, here we go. Placing in steak number 1. Steak number 2 is going to sit right here. Steak number 3 is going to sit right here for a minute. There's a little bit of oil. You don't want too much oil though. Now here's number 2. Little bit of oil, not too much. I'm doing it throughout the layers, as you can see. That way each layer has got oil in there. A little bit there. There you go. Gonna wash my hands now again. So sorry for that. We are going to go ahead and throw that away. And now, we're going to seal this up. Make sure that all the air is completely out of it. Though, so, there's your bag of meats. Now we're going to smear it around. That way the oils can actually get in there really good. Make sure that the oils get in there very good. That way it can actually be decently marinated. And now I gotta put away these spices because I don't want to leave things out. Don't want to be a slob now. And now you have your fully marinated steak now. Now you got your steak all marinated in all oils, ready for you to put in the oven whenever you need to actually cook in it. I suggest to doing it 48 hours for you to actually get in the flavor and the tenderized meat. That way it could fall out, like fall completely off the bone. So now, got all your meat right in here. Looks good, don't it? Okay, so that is it for right now. I will gladly continue on with this some more. Our part 2 of this segment will be in 2 more days. So I will gladly do that. Until then, you guys have a good night, a good evening, and a good morning as well, wherever you're at. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. And also, bon appetit! There you go.